Hey, hello, it's Bernadette. This is going to be a rant. So, warning, 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 warning. This is a rant. And this is not to anyone, is not about anyone specific. This stuff keeps happening. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm just going to address this one time rather than having to answer a bunch of messages. So, hello and welcome. If you haven't watched me before, I am Bernadette Gold. Oh my God. This has been a crazy, crazy week. And it's just not stopping. Like, it's not letting up. I know that everybody's like focusing on different stuff right now. I get it. And I want to share with you guys what's coming up for me, what I'm focusing on, what I'm doing, and hopefully put a stop to some of the stuff that's been happening in with me, with people coming to me, and what they're coming to me for in Messenger and text messages and emails. And like, I don't have a lot of time right now. So if you're watching, please say hello. This is live on Facebook. It's live on my personal page. It's live on YouTube, but I want to see who's watching. It's funny. I put warning rant and y'all are still here. So here's the deal. I keep getting messages from people. Hi, Tuesday. Whether it's text message, messenger message, emails, Facebook, like it's insane right now. And it's different issues that people are sending me, like videos and asking me, what is your opinion on this? And what's your opinion on that? And what about the earthquakes? And there's video out there about this person posted about the earthquakes and the whatever. Like, it's so much garbage that's out there. There's a lot of information floating around. There's a lot of conspiracies floating around. They're on TikTok, they're on YouTube, they're on social media, they're on the news. The media's like spinning stories all kind of different ways. Bernadette doesn't care. So let me make that really clear. No offense to anybody. This is not personal. I don't care what's going on in the world right now. And this is why. And I hope you guys learned something from this. I have shared that I have a client that I'm working with that is severely chronically ill. And she came to me when the doctors pretty much just said there's nothing more we can do. And their medications had made her super sick for 6 weeks now. That is what I've been doing every single day, Saturday and Sunday included. That is what I'm doing. I have other clients. I have classes I'm teaching. I'm also doing my own marketing stuff right now, my own social media stuff. Like, I have probably 15 hats I wear in a solid day. I've been getting up in the morning between 4:30 and 5:30 after going to sleep at 12:30 or 1:30 in the morning and working straight through. Like, I have a client I have to go do a coaching session with in like 17 minutes. So when I get off of here, and at the moment, as we speak, I'm running magnets on my client that's severely ill. We will share her story with you when we're on the other side of this. But with chronic health issues, things blow up. Here's why I'm sharing this with you. Here's been my response to some of these messages, because today the energy's just cranked out, like cranked out. Are you guys agitated? You a little irritated? Are you a little flustered? Are you just kind of like, this week has just blown out all kinds of things and it came to a crescendo today? You guys feeling that? Say yes in the comments. No, if it's not you. I don't know. On a personal level, I'm just fine. But on a work level, like, I'm slammed. I had to work on my client this morning, first thing. And then my dad, I worked on him briefly last night. He had some sinus stuff going on. We've had wind. There's stuff in the air. I was sick last week. It started with allergies. I had to work on me. Well, yesterday my dad started. So I had to work on my dad too, right? But I'm doing a second patch session of magnets on my client because always in the afternoon, things get worse. And today, for the last 3 days, she's had 3 really intensely rough days as her body does its best to detox in its weakened condition. So when I'm getting these messages that are so urgent that people have to message me, what do you think about this and what's going on with that? And did you watch this video about the conspiracy and the government's creating earthquakes and all the stuff? It's not that I don't care, but I don't care. right this moment. Why? I don't watch the news, unless Spirit tells me to watch the news. I am very, very, very particular about what I allow into my field of consciousness and awareness. If there's nothing I can do about a particular issue, whether that be prayer, add my voice to it, bring it to awareness, or actually physical action, which I prefer, it doesn't have anything to do with me. There's nothing I can do. Well, right now, like when the earthquake happened and when the big earthquake in the Middle East happened, like there's been a lot of stuff. I've done my prayers. Okay. Done them. I don't have time to surf social media right now. Literally, I don't have enough hours in the day. And I just, not even an hour ago, finally ate for the first time today because I've been that freaking busy from the time I got up. I didn't even finish my coffee this morning because I was on it with my client. Why? Because I care. Because she has entrusted me to help her get past all of these health issues. And we have come a long way. But sometimes you go really far and you get massive improvement and you go a little bit backwards because we're going deeper layers of healing, right? And at these deeper layers where pathogens have been hiding, we're now getting them, but body can't detox it fast enough. So she's having to go through it. And I am trying to support her as best I can because I know what it's like. I went through colon cancer and I treated myself. And I was on the floor doing enemas and I was freaking just going all out to save my own life. Well, this is someone that I've worked with for a number of years. I mean, close to 2 decades. And she's very important to me. And so I am working on her. Whenever Spirit says, do something, multifaceted approach right now. We're doing nutrition and changing her diet and she's cleansing. I'm doing the magnets. Plus I'm doing my biofeedback machine. That's what that is. Like anything I got right now, and Sarvatva and energy work. I brought in another healer to help out with a couple of things, like all balls to the wall, save this woman's life and get her over the hump. Because when you're this sick and the things that you have to do to get well, she wants to give up. I get it. I was there multiple times. And right now, that's what I can do. That's what I can change. So here's the question y'all need to ask yourselves. And please don't send me any more of these messages. It's going to irritate you because I'm either going to ignore it or you're not going to like my response. Because here's my response to everyone. And I'm going to say this once again, and that's it. I'm going to put an exclamation point in it. If I can't do anything about it, if the government is screwing around and doing this and that, whether it's the cash system, the earthquakes, the viruses, I don't care what it is. If there's nothing I can do about it to change it, it doesn't get my attention. It doesn't get my energy. It doesn't get my conversation. It doesn't get anything from me. Why? Because I can only be effective at creating change in the world on the things that I can do something about. And if there's nothing I can do about it, I don't care. Like, I'm letting it go. Does that mean I'm not spiritual? I'm not conscious? I'm not, oh my God, you're not woke? If that's what it means to you, cool, fine, stop following me. If I'm irritating you right now because I'm telling you, like, stop doing it, not to me, like, not just to me. Because here's the other thing. This client who's really sick, a lot of people they care about her. Hold on. The timer just went off. So a lot of people care about her, and rightfully so. But it's not so much, they're all like, they don't believe in natural healing, right? And they don't believe in all these things. They believe in go to the doctor. Well, they aren't paying attention to the fact that doctors gave up and they made her sicker. So now here I come and I'm doing all this stuff and helping her on levels that go far beyond what I normally provide as a service, because she is more than just someone who walked in and said, hey, I need your help. And she's in a different state. Like, she's someone I committed to helping a long, long, long time ago. If you ever need anything, I'll be there. Well, I follow through on my word. So people are calling her and asking her, what's going on? What are you doing? Is it working? Is it working? What's she doing? Why is she doing it? How much money are you paying? I mean, it's just negative, 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 negative stuff. And it's the same stuff that I'm talking about. Like, if you got nothing nice to say, keep your freaking mouth shut. There's a saying out there that most people are not following through on, and that is this: do harm to none. But it goes far beyond the actions you take. It's the words you speak, it's diverting people's attention, it's conspiracy theories. It's all this stuff that creates overwhelm and nonsense out in the world that is pointless, and it's not getting you anywhere. And it's certainly not getting me anywhere. Pay attention to what you're focusing on. Seriously, I get it. There's a lot of people creating all kind of content out there, right? I get it. Do you have to give your attention to it, whether it's in the news or it's on TikTok or it's on Facebook or it's on YouTube? No, you don't. But here's the other part. If you do decide to pay attention to it, don't go spreading that stuff to other people if it's not something someone can take immediate action to change. Because now you're taking what's got your focus and you're throwing it into someone else's awareness and going, here, pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. Why? Why do we need to spread that stuff? You guys want to share stuff with me? Put it in burning gold. Tag me in something, but only if it's positive, only if it's miraculous, only if it's helpful, only if it's useful. And if it's not, please bypass sharing it with me and do yourself a favor. Do other people a favor. Don't share it with them either. Like, we've got to stop this spread the crap everywhere stuff. If it's not useful information that can be used, that can bring insight, can bring change, can bring transformation, if it's not something you can do something about, why are you talking about it? Why are you focusing on it? Why are you searching it? It's putting you in a totally distracted place where now you're powerless and you've given your power to someone else who's doing the thing, whether it's a government or I don't know. So much going on. I'm like, oh my God, people, like, what's important to me right now? Saving somebody's life. That's what I can change in the world. I have the ability and I am making the time. I am bypassing making an income right now to save somebody's life. Literally, that is what I'm focusing on. And I've got to do other things in the process to keep my business going. And I have other clients and I have other classes and I have a ton of stuff. I don't need to be messing with nonsense. I really don't. If y'all want to mess with it, but don't spread it. Please don't spread it. That is my rant for the day. That will be my opposite of a TED talk. But oh my God, it has to stop. There is so much going on the planet energetically. We don't need to add to anybody's plate right now. We just don't. Everybody's going through something. Like, I've gotten so many messages and talked to so many people. Everybody's getting smacked in the face. If y'all watch my 2023 forecast, what month did I warn you about when things were going to ramp up? You think February was ramped? March is coming. And that is the month, the highlight month that was in the forecast for the yearly predictions. And we're almost there. But we are ramping up to that energy. So pay attention to what you're focused on. What are you speaking about? What are you sharing? What are you participating in? Me? What I can change. It's much easier to live from a place of, if I can do something about it, I'm making a difference, a positive difference. I'm not just complaining and pointing out all the things that are going on and making speculations and creating more negative energy. What can I do about it? And I'm not telling y'all, if there's something you can do about the government messing with stuff, you can stop it, then go stop it. But you don't need to be sharing all of it everywhere. Oh my God. Stop. I hope you guys understand. So it's not that I don't like hearing from people on Messenger. I absolutely do, when it's something that is positive and uplifting, right? I don't want to give my opinions on things that have nothing to do with me, that have nothing to do with you, or shouldn't have any. Like, someone asked me something about, do I know what's going on? I think it was Ashbury. I was like, I have no idea. I'm not sitting on social media. I'm actually taking action on things. I'm not surfing the web. I'm actually doing my part to change the world by changing somebody's life and helping my dad get better. And oh my God, So yeah, that's my rant. I hope that for some of you, you guys are going through it too, and this energy. It's like no more information. I can't handle anymore. I don't want anymore. I've got to stay streamlined and focused because what I'm doing right now is super important. It is super important. No idea. This one woman will change the world on one level when we get her to the other side of this. And right now, it's up to me to help her shift and heal her body. There are certain times in my life within my practice that I get this committed to somebody. And because I've known her for a really long time, and because what she's going through is very similar to what I went through alone, fighting colon cancer on the bathroom floor, I absolutely don't want her to be alone. And I get people are suspicious and people want to put their 2 cents in and, who is this woman and what's she doing? Dude, what are you doing to help your friend heal? If you're not doing anything to help your friend heal, keep your flappers shut because you're not helping anything. She's doing her damnedest with the work I'm doing, other information that she has studied and putting it into practice, getting results. Like, what are you doing? Before you go criticizing and being suspicious and negative about what someone else is doing, if you're not doing something to help them, you got no business saying anything about it. Honestly, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all the suspicion. I'm tired. Like, I get people are not used to someone as dedicated, committed, like a dog with a bone when it comes to helping someone like I am. People are not used to people like me that run a business that are super generous and go the extra mile above and beyond. Like, I've sent her meal replacements, and it's not cheap to send the box. They're like 40 something dollars every time to make sure that she has plant-based food that she can put in her body. Her body's not going to reject or create more pain over. Like, someone asked her, like, how much you having to pay for that? And it's like, she's not paying for it. I'm sending it to her. Why you got to call into question and be so suspicious when you have no idea what's going on? You're like trying to throw negative darts at this woman. She's already doing her best to stay alive. So stay out of it. If you're not there to help, stay out of it. Like, literally, this is drawing a line. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is some of you come to me, and we've had this talk in 2 of my groups now this week about boundaries. How do you show up as light? We had it in Hidden Wisdom this week, had it in Charm Life this week. Like, we had 2 Charm Life coachings this week, and it's the same thing. How do you stay in a place where you're focused on what you can do something about? You focus on what you can do something about, and you leave everything else alone. Stop messing with it, because it will just drive you nuts and put you in a low vibration. I am not willing to go into that low vibration. I have something I can do something about, honestly. So that is what I'm doing. And I hope you will too. I hope y'all get this. I hope for some of you, if it pissed you off, you think really clearly about why are you angry about this rant? Because I'm telling you, don't share all of this misinformation and delusional and illusional and things people can't do anything about information with other people. Like, if you want to study it, good, fine, have fun. I don't. Just like I don't watch murder mystery movies. I don't follow the news. Like, I don't watch primetime news. I don't do it. Why? Because it may be somebody's truth, but it isn't mine. And there's nothing I can do about it. And I'm not going to take your spin on it and go live my life that way. I create my own reality. I will continue to create my own reality. And I suggest you learn how to do so too. So much more peaceful that way. I mean, that is why I can pull 7 days a week for 6 solid weeks and sleep for 4 to 5 hours broken and still be on it and shine and get all my stuff done. Why? Because I am not distracted by all the BS out there. And there is like gargantuan mountains of BS information out there that is causing people to go down the rabbit hole of negativity. Stop it. Like, I'm not playing that game right now. And as far as my opinion, I don't have one. Like, I don't have an opinion on what do I think's going on. Whole lot of BS. Go watch the yearly forecast. You'll know what I think. And I talked about it before it even happened. So there you go. That's Bernadette's rant for the day. Thank you, Cardamancy. I love you too. Just like I love your rant. Occasionally, I get this fire, and today's that day. I got to go. I got a coaching client, and I got to pull some magnets off. So I love you guys. I really do. Please focus. Please focus, because there's going to be a lot of information coming at you over the next 45 days. We got a lot. There is going to be a storm of stuff hitting people's awareness. You need to decipher and sift through, what are you going to focus on? Only focus on what you can do something about. If you can do anything about it, let it go. Someone else, that's somebody else's job to carry. Seriously, someone else's job to carry. All right? I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good weekend.